learner driving, slowing things up, completely incompetent drivers. This is not the city I thought it was going to be. Well, hello again. Welcome back, or welcome here. I'm on the bike. It's a sunny day. It is time to take a bike ride. Today I'm on my way to Royal Tunbridge Wells. Quite a bit of traffic here en route by the looks of things. And various bits of debris in the road for some reason. Looks like it's a busy enough road around here, but nobody's actually doing any maintenance, which seems to be quite common nowadays. Nod from the biker, we're going left, so coming to this lane. Should be an opportunity here, I think, yes. On the A22 towards London, it says. Not sure this is the original route that I put into the GPS, but I suppose it's our route. Probably less interesting roads. More or less a full tank of fuel, just refueled. Because what I'm now trying to do is add a little bit of this fuel additive in each time I do a fill up. So I'm doing half a tank down, putting a bit of fuel additive, and then filling back up again with unleaded E10 for box standard unleaded. And seeing how that does. One thing I did forget, because it's been a while since I rode this Multistrada 1260S Ducati bike, is just how highly geared it is. And I remember in the past when I've spoken to others who have had this model of bike, said that they changed one of the sprockets, I think the front sprocket, to a different size in order to get like a more, I think it was the front sprocket they changed in order to get a better sort of lower gear range, because you do sort of find yourself using first, well, mainly sort of third gear quite a lot around the sort of 30 to 50 area, because quite often with bikes like the twins, I'm used to sort of going, you know, each gear for 10 miles an hour more or less. But with this bike, if you try and put it in 6th gear in 60, it chugs a bit. If you try and put it in 5th gear in 50, it chugs a bit, and the same with 4th gear at 40 and 3rd gear at 30. So it's sort of, you have to be doing a little bit more speed to get that next gear. And I'm guessing they originally designed it that way so you could cruise on the motorway at higher speeds. But it does kind of make it feel a bit of an odd ride, so that doesn't help either when I'm trying to just test out whether there is any kind of engine issue with it, or fueling issue with it, or ignition issue, or whatever it might be, because it always can feel as if you're sort of labouring the engine. Well, I've never been before to Royal Tunbridge Wells. I think it's a sort of a, with it being a royal town, I suppose it's pretty fancy pants type stuff, but we'll have a look round. I'll do a little bit of videoing of that too. But one thing that I have noticed down here in the southeast is, or the south generally, from say Worthing to the east, traffic seems to be busy at all times, or reasonably busy. It's obviously there's nothing here now as I'm saying it, but there have been quite a lot of roadworks and a lot of road closures and quite a lot of traffic too. This feels quite an exposed spot here for these vehicles coming the other way. They seem to be going at high speed even though they're going through roadworks. But yeah, you know, often you kind of think, well, I'm going to choose my time if I can, so I'm not going on a weekend. I'm choosing a sort of a early afternoonish time, missing rush hours at both ends, and yet still seems to be an abundance of traffic. It's a bit like sort of in the Yorkshire area, you can kind of head up to North Yorkshire, and as long as you're not there during the touristy weekend times, yes, you get traffic, but not quite as much as there is here. It seems here that it's like constant. It's broken down here. We've got any tools with us at all to help him. He was on the phone, so presumably he's calling somebody for help. Yeah, and that's another thing actually, that with all of the things that you sort of have to think about, at the moment I'm staying at a campsite in a camper van and heading out on the motorbike to different locations, and in the past I would have taken a toolkit with me so that if anything went wrong, either for me or any other bikers I were with, or even somebody broken down at the side of the road, I'd have at least a very basic toolkit, apart from the one that sits under the seat. I haven't brought one with me. Right, so we're now turning left onto the A26 towards Tunbridge Wells, which it says is 11 miles. Oh, got a bit of a wheel wobble there as I came around. It's a bit of an awkward kind of camber here. Traffic very busy, insanely busy really for this time of day. I'm never going to get out here, am I? This is a real stretch on the neck, is this. I'm going to have to use the mirror. Wow. You know, one thing, when you are sitting in the heat and there's no airflow, you definitely feel it very quickly. Well, it's sort of 25 past 12. So I suppose it's lunch hour on a Thursday afternoon. So it's not like it's Friday, and it's not like it's kind of 3:30 in the afternoon or anything. So it says we'll get there at 12:44, it's 12:24 now, so we've got 20 minutes to run. But actually it looks like from your perspective it is going to be pretty boring, because it looks like it's going to be these kind of roads all the way there now. Well, we're just on the edge of Royal Tunbridge Wells. So now I've got a parking spot pre-loaded into the GPS. So in theory it has some free motorbike parking spaces, but the question is, how many people commute into this place and park their bikes there during the working day? I mean, what's kind of frustrating with these roadworks is they're all for utilities. Nothing is ever done to then go back and make the surface of the road good. So the road user has to put up with continuous traffic delays, queues, build-ups, but actually at the end of it the road conditions are left in a worse state. It wouldn't be too bad if, you know, like once a year they had like a month where they said, right, we're going to just spend time on the roads, maybe, you know, something like October or something, where it's not quite winter but it's definitely not in the heart of summer, and they just threw everything at fixing the condition of the roads, not just putting in more cables and pipes and stuff and then digging the road up and sort of half-cock repairing it. Anyway, we are trundling along into Tunbridge Wells. I don't think we're too far away now. It certainly feels that little bit hotter here with all the buildings and tarmac absorbing the morning sun. So we're going around here, following it around to the right, a little bit further up here, and then we turn right. Again, bearing in mind I've never been here before and I'm relying entirely now on the GPS to give me good instructions, so hopefully it does. So it's telling me to turn right at these traffic lights, I think, or is it after? It's like a one-way street. Not ideal for turning right though. Quite often this happens when you're following the GPS and you've no idea where you're going, because it kind of just takes you where it wants to. Not necessarily the smoothest way into the car park, but, or maybe it is, I don't know. Okay, not far away now. Gee, it's all a bit don't know, a bit hot and bothered really around here. It's just sort of every man for himself. Doesn't look like a very royal town so far, does it? Looks like a let's hope it isn't all the way. I've no idea where this car park is, but it's not down there, is it? I don't know. Gonna have to get off this bike soon. It is way too hot now. 29 degrees, biking gear on. See, this whole business is a nightmare, isn't it, on a motorbike, because you've got no idea where you're supposed to go, where the motorbike, there's no signs whatsoever saying where to go for bikes that I can see. Unless it's that area there, that's all blocked off. Let's go here and get out of here because it's just a nightmare, isn't it? I don't know if you noticed, but I decided not to go into Royal Tunbridge Wells because the car park was a nightmare to try and find somewhere to park a motorbike. Just was no clarity whatsoever. And my very, very simple look at the bit of the town that I saw looked like an absolute to be honest. But that could have been just the bit of the town I saw. I have to say that I've been very unlucky today with just about every aspect of this. Learner driving, slowing things up, completely incompetent drivers. This is not the city I thought it was going to be. Just waiting for her to roll back on me now as well, so I best give her a bit more space. Just need to get this bike on the move because it is so hot. That's better. Engine has just begun now to get back down again. It's 92 degrees. Well, crikey, that was a not a nice. Oh God, not more traffic, please. Ugh.